can we just talk about pain? Because that's a big one. David and I have had laser hair removal for our beards, etc.
I've cried many times getting this.
I think you've done a few other parts, to be honest. And maybe we can talk about that.
This is a family show, Jay.
Going back to what we were saying about the energy and the traditional lasers versus soprano, can we just talk about pain? Because that's a big one. David and I have had laser hair removal for our beards, etc.
I've cried many times getting this.
I think you've done a few other parts, to be honest. And maybe we can talk about that.
This is a family show, Jay.
But what even put me off was I loved the less ingrowings in my sort of beard area, but it bloody hurts. If you've never had laser hair removal, I hear it described as a light elastic band snap. It's a bloody strong one, and it's very focused, and it's hot, and it gets red, and it's uncomfortable for the rest of the day, I would guess.
So by elastic band, you mean slingshot?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like paintball in like little spikes all over your beard area.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine what happens when you get to the more intimate areas.
Yeah.
So that's my traditional sort of take on it. I think you said that as well, Sia. So what were your patients describing prior to soprano, and what's the difference, I guess?
So like Tiana was saying, a lot of male clients do really struggle with pain.
Yep.
Yeah, men might be strong, but physically,
pussies. We can say it. It's
right. Their pain thresholds not so good. Women will somehow put up with pain. I suppose it's something we've been exposed to from a young age.
Yeah.
From the waxing. So it did hurt, but I suppose the results outweighed the pain, so you justified it. But with men, and I mean, gosh, for years, I had them coming in with the EMLA, the anesthetic cream, still crying and screaming and having to laser and give them a break and rub the area. It's been really interesting because pain factor. I actually did a survey probably about 3 years into doing hair removal, and we're finding that most women were coming back, but men, they're coming for one treatment and that was it. They were gone.
Yeah.
So, ring them up and go, if I can just ask, what's the reason? Obviously, you want to make sure that it's not because of lack of service or results. And obviously, it came down to a matter of pain.
Yeah.
So now it's been really fantastic because a lot of my male clients that do come in, we've actually said to them, don't worry about the anesthetic cream. You don't need it. And they're like, no, I'm going to need it. And we're like, no, you really don't need it. Promise you, And again, like Tiana was saying, is the way I describe it to a lot of clients is because you just try and get your head around how do you get through the pain. Is the traditional methods, it's like you're taking all the energy at once and you're just sending it out and bang, and that's where that pain comes from. It's like a really intense zap, and you've got to go through hundreds of those in a treatment. With the soprano titanium, it's an in motion, so you're moving. So it's taking that exact same amount of energy that you require to damage and cause the result, but you're doing it over a period of time. So what it does is it slowly accumulates. You're getting little bursts of that energy, and it's an accumulative energy. Yeah. And that's why you don't have that pain, because it's, instead of me, punching you, I might just be kind of flicking you a little bit. But in the end, if I flick you a lot more often, eventually it will feel like that. But because it's spread out over time, it's really comfortable. You don't have that massive accumulation of heat either, which also contributes to a lot of the pain. Yeah. When you also send out a massive amount of heat in one go, you've got that risk of the heat or the energy spreading to the surrounding tissue. And obviously that's where the burning comes in. Yep. So it's just been incredible. It's just so funny to watch these guys come in, shaking, knowing that they don't have their EMLA cream on, and doing it. And now they're all going, oh my God, now I can do other areas, and now I can do this area. And I need to tell my friends. And it's just pleasant. And literally, I said to them, honestly, you're going to love me. It's like a hot stone massage. Wow. And they do. They come in there and I lie down on the bed, and it's like they're getting a hot stone massage. No pain. Results are fantastic. And also it's faster. So instead of them lying on a bed for an hour in pain, they're lying there for maybe, 20 minutes.
Right.
Having a hot stone massage.
Right.
Happy days. So it's just been really incredible.
Thanks so much for watching the podcast clip. You can listen to the whole audio episode of the podcast on your favorite podcast app, on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And please also leave us a review on the podcast app.
If you like what we do, please smash the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified when we release new content.